Alright, welcome back guys, how have you been? It's been exactly a week because, well, as I explained last time, October 24th was my birthday, so since it was my birthday, I didn't stream, it was precisely a Tuesday. Every now and then my birthday kind of like falls on a Tuesday. It's most of the time Tuesday, Thursdays and Sundays most of the time. Most of the years in which I celebrate my birthday. Alright, but with that out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is it. So, in case you were wondering, that's why I didn't stream on Tuesday. But well, and yesterday I couldn't stream because, well, I arrived home extremely late, so simply none of you would have watched it. It was kind of like extremely late, so yeah, there was no point in doing that. Alright, people. But today, Friday, I know I usually don't stream on Fridays, but I really want to finish this game, because uh, pretty much we are close to the end. We are about to enter the final zone of the game. According to what I've seen, basically there will be no side quests in this next zone that we're gonna explore. It's basically the ending. And according to what I've seen, yeah, we need to turn in this side quest, this final side quest that we left last time. Remember, we interrogated a lot of subjects after bringing the dapper old gent, a pretty notorious criminal here in Stonebridge City, which ended up being a former member of the Legion. So we brought him to justice, but at the same time we had the option of bringing to justice those who had wronged previously the Legion by ransacking the Grand Chapter House back when Stonebridge Revolt happened, back when Jeyne Kassynder made her coup and pretty much killed all of the members of the Legion. So yes, basically we brought the three criminals, the three looters, to justice, as well as the dapper old gent. So we kind of like delivered justice to both sides, because I explained all of the philosophical reasons behind behind declaring guilty the dapper old gent, even though he was a former Legion member and he tried to defend the chapter house from the looters, and why each of the looters, they were all isolated on particular cases, but why they were also guilty of what they did. So we are turning in that quest first. Just for those of you who
should stand trial for their crimes. Rudolph is dead. I spoke with his son of the same name.
who didn't know, who haven't been following the streams, that's pretty much a summary.
Justice long overdue. I'll prepare the evidence and brief my barristers. Here is fair compensation for your time. Now, if you'll excuse me, a very rich lady just died and left her belongings to her cats, and I am pursuing a very complicated lawsuit against them.
Typical, the classic movie story. Alright, as you can see, we are not getting any more experience because we've hit the level cap of 35 of the game, of 35. And as you can see, pretty much we've completed all of the side quests. All possible side quests. So yes, as you can see here, you can read those. We've already read them last time. Basically, the we finished every single side quest that the game had to offer. I think I can filter them by completed. Well, in this case, show closed. As you can see, all of these are the ones that we've finished. Main, side, and DLC. The blue ones are DLC. As you can see, since I suspect this will be the last stream of the game, then we need to get to the final analysis. Here you can see that we finished all of the side quests. Every single one of them. I'm not gonna count them, as you can imagine. That would make the stream way too boring. But as you can see here, we finished every single side quest. I wanted to show you that because this will probably be the last stream of this game. Of course, we will continue streaming, and we need to get to the final analysis. Then, for those of you who don't know, last time I improved my gear a bit, and as you can see, quite a lot actually. And there you can see that I ended up with a 31.39 crit chance with my entropy, which is my two-handed stance. Basically, the only one that I've been using. So just so you know, in the previous stream, in case you're interested, we reviewed all of that. Kind of like I equipped these boots, kind of like at the end. So yeah, pretty much I ended up with 495 ability DPS, 125 attack DPS. I don't think it's gonna improve any more than this, because I've already applied all of my essences. This is basically my end game final build. I think it's extremely OP. I haven't had any issues dealing with any enemy up in the previous 2 or 3 streams. Basically, I got to a point where I am pretty OP. So this is there's only one thing left to do, which is the final assault against Jeyne Kassynder. We've already completed all of the side quests. I've already maxed out my character at the highest level possible, so I've already created a pretty OP build. So I've already mastered almost all of my abilities. I've already hit the level cap. We've explored every inch of the terrain that the game has to offer. So there's only one thing to do left, which is beating the final boss of the game and ending this war, beating Jeyne Kassynder.
That our automaton army is in excellent condition. It shall be placed at the Legion's disposal, if you wish.
Alright, let's attack the Spire.
Then. We'll march on the Spire and surprise Jeyne Kassynder if we can.
The Spire stands atop Mount Jereb. That's a week's march from here, on foot. Our automatons will assault the town of Aegis Bay at the foot of the mountain. They'll engage Jeyne's forces and provide a distraction, you say. That will give you a chance to climb the trails to the top of the mountain and assault the Spire itself.
That's the idea.
It will be an honor to fight alongside the Legion, and may fortune smile upon our endeavor.
At long last, the tide turned. No longer was the 10th Legion fighting a defensive war. With the automaton army of Stonebridge behind us, we took the battle to our enemy. Under the command of Martin Guiscard and Meister Wolf, our army poured forth from Stonebridge in a flood of iron and flame. The journey was a long one and difficult. Had you marched with soldiers of flesh and blood, I do not doubt that many would have died, but the automatons were tireless. At last you reached your goal, the Spire. Crowning the sacred mountain of Jereb, it was the heart of Jeyne Kassynder's strength. No army had ever conquered it. Azunai zealots and Stonebridge automatons clashed at the mountain's foot. Blind faith and cold reason struggled for dominance as the ground churned with oil and blood. Above the clamor of the battle, you ascended a forgotten path up the mountain, seeking the Spire itself.
you'll see people, if my memory serves me right, this is the final zone of the game. I remember it back when I played it 10, 12 years ago by now. You'll see, and you'll be under the impression, and we'll be able to notice that there will be a lot of signs of rushed development, if my memory serves me right. Kind of like the ending will be a bit abrupt, let's say.
If it comes to a fight, we won't have room to move.
I love how he mentions that.
Wait, no weapons. We've come to talk, not to fight.
Really?
Quickly, Rajani. We shouldn't be here.
Jeyne doesn't know you're here, does she?
We only speak for ourselves, not for Our Lady.
Really?
Jeyne is first among our sisters, like her mother before her. We don't want to betray her, but
Jeyne has lost her way. She talks of visions and dreams. A great tree, carrion birds. She claims to hear the voices of our lost gods in her mind, and that proves she is mad.
Maybe she is hearing the voices of your gods.
our gods are dead, tumbled from the heavens and gone. We sought them long, across 1,000 divine realms, and never found a trace.
Not true, sister. Jeyne's mother claimed to have discovered a remnant, a forgotten seed of the first creation, the handiwork of our gods. But none of us ever saw.
What kind of seed do you mean?
She never told us the form it took, only that she could sense the power that shaped the world.
For those of you,
alive and potent within.
for those of you who may be joining us right now, or that for some reason you're watching this as a YouTube VOD and you are just watching the ending of the game after 13 streams, Rajani, the one on the right, the one that's talking right now, you have the choice of sparing her life or killing her. At the ending, she's the final boss of Chapter 1. At the ending of Chapter 1, we chose to let her live, so that's why she's here. Otherwise, I don't know if you execute her, if in this case you would get this conversation at all, or if the other Archon would actually Saranya or something like that. I cannot recall the name that I just saw. If the other Archon would actually trigger this conversation, even if you killed Rajani. I think I feel inclined to think the conversation wouldn't happen at all, because it would be the most sensible thing that would normally happen under normal circumstances, but you never know. So,
What gods do you mean?
The creator gods, who we served long ago, or so we have always believed. We have no memories of them, only stories that we tell, and faith that they are true.
Jeyne commands the Azunai Church, but she worships these creator gods in secret?
She claims to be faithful to Azunai, so that her followers won't abandon her. And she doesn't deny that he is real. But her true faith, her secret faith, has always been to our gods, to the gods of her mother.
So what do you propose?
You spared my life in Raven's Rill.
there you have it.
And when you spoke to Jeyne in Glitterdelve, you weren't the monster that she said you'd be. I don't want to see my sisters destroyed in Jeyne's pointless war.
Finally, someone with a brain.
We ask for your mercy, for our sisters and for Jeyne herself. In return, we'll grant you whatever aid we can.
Can I trigger more dialogue options? After all, we're doing a 100% completion of the game, so
I want to know more about you before I decide.
true.
Quickly then, before someone sees us.
First, What are you? Well, they are Archons, but well.
Can you tell me who you are? Where you came from?
Your people call us Archons, but we have no such name for ourselves. We're just sisters, as we've always been. Our only history comes from myths and legends. They say that we served the creator gods before they tumbled to earth. We have no memory of that time. Our first awareness came with a sense of terrible loss, but we cannot remember what came before.
A strange way to begin your lives. What did you do?
We wandered the divine realms for... To tell the truth, I have no way to know. Always searching for some trace of our fallen gods. We had no purpose. Many of our sisters were lost in those years. They wandered off, confused, or their fires guttered out. Jeyne's mother led us here. She claimed to have found some remnant of the first creation, but she only saw it twice. And we never saw it at all.
Okay.
If you've lost confidence in Jeyne, why follow her at all? Choose a new leader.
Leadership is no matter of choice. Not for us. We are bound to Jeyne, just as we were bound to her mother.
The first sister burns brightest of all. Her fire sustains us. Snuff her out, and we would all begin to fade.
Is this a joke?
Jeyne's mother was first sister. What happened to her?
She died. At the moment Jeyne was born, her fire was passed to her daughter, and her body became an empty shell. The faces of mother and daughter may be different, but the divine spark, the fire that sustains them, that is the same.
You'd help me defeat your own sisters? How?
We can withdraw from the battle for a start. Of all Jeyne's handmaids, we are ranked first, and she relies upon us to guide the others.
And we can tell you what lies ahead. The Spire is a death trap for the unwary, and finding Jeyne is not so simple as passing through a door or climbing a stair.
I don't like easy modes in games. I don't like easy modes, so let's see.
All right. I've made up my mind.
Jeyne is deluded and confused, yes, but please, don't judge all our sisters by her example alone.
I won't spare
I'll
Jeyne.
try not to kill your sisters, but Jeyne needs to answer for what she's done.
The woman did murder our families, not to mention all the people who died in the war.
And the citizens of Stonebridge and...
You'll have no help from us. Not if you...
Wait. If Jeyne's blood buys the lives of our sisters, then what choice do we have? We agree to your terms.
Of course, that's fair.
Beyond this gate is the Bailey Garden filled with soldiers. They're fanatics, loyal only to Jeyne. They think her a saint, and you'll never sway them.
Okay.
At the far side of the garden is a door, protected by a magical seal. Two of our sisters fashioned that seal from their own living fire. Now their lives are tied to the seal. To pass the door, you would need their consent, and that they'll never give. So you'll have to find them and kill them.
Where are the
Will I
gates?
find the two Archons in the Bailey Garden or somewhere else?
They can't venture far from the seal. Each of them lives in a tower on either side of the garden. We never go inside those towers. We never even go near them, so we can't say what you'll find.
Oh, nice.
I thought you wanted me to spare your sisters' lives.
Those two, the ones who watch the gate, they're different. No one speaks of them. Not anymore.
Okay.
The spell they wove has driven them mad. They don't even answer to their old names. We only know them as the Archon of Vengeance and the Archon of War.
And on the other side of the door?
They don't know.
The Chancel.
Ah.
A place of worship for the zealots who call Jeyne their living saint. And above that, the Sanctum of Fire, where our sisters dwell.
Zealots? Well, yes, of course. There will be fanatics there waiting to kill us.
And by zealots, you mean her soldiers and priests?
Yeah, of course.
In the beginning, they were useful tools, nothing more. An army to protect her from the royal family. She didn't believe she was really a saint. But now, as I said, she's lost her way.
Okay.
Enough about the Spire. I should be able to find my way.
Okay.
As you wish. Can we tell you anything more?
Oh, well.
Are there any hidden places, secrets that Jeyne wouldn't want me to find?
The dungeon, underneath the Bailey Garden that lies just ahead. Jeyne keeps her most valuable prisoners there.
Alright.
Look
Ah,
for the stone
good.
centerpiece in the middle of the garden.
Nice.
The door to the dungeon is hidden in its base.
Okay.
But you can only open the door by stepping on a golden pressure plate, hidden in the corner of the garden.
So, golden pressure plate, hidden in a corner of the garden. That'll lead to the dungeon. There are prisoners that we can save there, so perfect.
You haven't told me where I'll find Jeyne.
Okay.
No need. She'll find you.
She's somewhere in the Spire, probably watching using our eyes as her own. She'll know that we've betrayed her.
So what are you waiting for? Run away.
You should leave this place and stay away from our soldiers. They'll take you for enemies.
That's right, run.
We know how to hide when we must. Wrapped in a cloak, we can pass as beggar maids, as long as we lower our eyes.
May
Perfect.
our sisters forgive us for what we've done.
Okay. Magnificent. I am not doing that long that 20-minute dialogue again. I'm not doing it. Okay, is it me or the rain is kind of like in... It's kind of like in... kind of like in a rainbow fashion. Kind of like... Nice effect there with the lights. Pretty good, the fire. This zone is definitely... This level is definitely pretty well polished in terms of graphical quality. The effects. Here you can see the perfect example of a game that's old but has amazing graphical effects. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. It's been a week after all. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Yeah, looks like I remember. Well, I told you at the beginning of the stream that I was a bit OP. That was fast. Okay, I don't know why I'm collecting gold because we are basically at the end of the game, but well. Does it do anything? No, nothing? Well, looks like my clone there is already having fun. There we go. Perfect. Is this locked? Yep, it is. So people, as I was mentioning, this is pretty much the ending of the game, and you'll see signs of rushed development, since I believe that their original idea, I don't know why, but I have this hunch. I do know why, actually. I deduce it from the pace of the game, the overall pace of the game, and the side quests, and pretty much the overall pace at which we've been getting new side quests. That the original idea of the development team probably was to make this game twice as long. Kind of like this was kind of like halfway through the game, exactly the middle point. These ornate doors are sealed shut. They are probably opened from somewhere else in the garden. Okay, this has to be the dungeon. The new quest, DungeonSiege. Alright, we got one more side quest. Open the fight to the DungeonSiege. That's pretty hilarious. Alright, so they named the final quest, the final side quest, DungeonSiege. Okay, because it's surely... So, we need to find the golden plate. Is it here? I'm going to step on the golden plate. Ah, there, I see it. It's right there. Right there in that corner. But I still cannot access that part of the courtyard, so... Let's see. As I've said... Ah, this is also locked. Ah, we're trapped, then. We are trapped. What about this one? This should open... this one, I guess? Nope. Then we need to backtrack. It probably opens one of the other two previous... Ah, okay. There we go. Nice try, but I had my shield up. As you can see, now that I have 5 spheres, I can create a shield. Let's go for normal. Geometry of Annihilation, it doesn't matter about. Perfect. There we go. I love the fact that they kind of like saved the best, the most graphically impressive level for the end. It looks truly gorgeous. So yes, I was saying there are signs of rushed development in the sense that the game would have probably been twice as long as this. Oh, we got the first boss. Nice. Let me trigger my clone. Slow him down. For those of you who don't know exactly what I'm doing, this is the final stream. In case you are interested, I can only suggest you watch previous streams because at this point, we are already performing pretty much end game gameplay mechanics. Damn it, end game gameplay mechanics that basically we have a yeah. I need to get rid of that sorcerer. There we go. Let me recover focus. That's good, that's good. We are pretty much performing end game gameplay mechanics. The combat is pretty much the end game by now, so yes. I cannot take the time to explain all of the gameplay mechanics all over again. We've already done so several times, so yes. Besides, it's the ending. It needs to be a solemn ending for this great game, so I'll focus on the end game aspects. Remember, we still need to do the final analysis, but basically, just so you know, there are signs of rushed development that they had to come up with this ending, kind of like due to the fact that that they ran out of development time. A pity, truly, because the game is amazing. Oh, they killed me. See, this is always a good sign that you can get killed even if you're OP and even if you created an endgame build. Sorry, I had to turn off my AC. Sorry. I had to turn off my AC. There we go. It was getting cold because, you know, we are entering the summer here. We're entering the summer. For now it's It's a spring, but we're entering the summer. The summer. Yes! Yes, we have our summer in November, December, January, February, and March. Yes, exactly the opposite. Did I create my clone? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I mean, what, where did that come from? There we go. Ah, of course, that's a boss. I can also do this. Oh, damn it. Let me change my stance and go for my clone. The ultimate geometry of annihilation. Double attack. Burn. Perfect. Those were the two Archons that we need to get rid of. This is a dead end. There's one more room. There's one more room. What? Could it be that we are missing?
Wait. Stay your hand, Legionnaire. I mean no harm.
If this is some kind of trick, you'll regret it.
Who are you?
No trick, I assure you. I see the way the wind is blowing.
Exactly.
I'm bound for the Aranoi, and wherever the road takes me. Still, I could use a bit of coin for the journey, and I've acquired quality gear from the armory.
You mean
Stolen
from your employers and you plan to desert.
Exactly.
Well, yes. Assuming that's not a problem, I'm happy to show you what I have.
Straight to the point. Straight to the point. Wraith Band, blah 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 blah. No, let's see if we can get something. I think my gear is pretty much flawless at this point. Stamina, well, but it reduces agility, so it reduces my critical chance. La 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 la. Ah, yeah, I think Lucas's armor is pretty. It's great quality, right? I could never loot. Yeah, I could never loot a blue quality armor for Lucas. Good. Well, look at that. Stamina, armor, block. I care about block and armor, basically, so I'm picking this one. Coronet of Protection. Will, armor, stamina. Oh yeah, but it reduces will by a huge amount. That's shitty. What about this one? Remember, I'm not gonna go over all of that again, but basically we want... Agility is extremely important to us because it increases critical chance. And ability DPS both at the same time. In the case of ability DPS, at 50% efficiency, but still, it's better to kind of like increase ability DPS by 50% and critical chance at the same time, rather than all go for raw ability DPS. That's why we have a 30% critical chance. Alright, you don't happen to have braces for Lucas? Nope, no, nothing. Alright. Guess we'll... Hey, look at that! Damn it, this game is pretty unfair in terms of looks. I mean, my companion looks godlike, and I look kind of like a simple mage. like that. Look at that. He's got kind of like wings now, and the And what about this? Hey, look at this. What's the... Could it be that there's a secret room? There's a secret room there? I mean, the map cannot be that wrong. It pretty much does look like a dead end. Oh well. Maybe it's below us or something. Weird. Perhaps the map is wrong or something. There's also an isolated... It has to be another floor or something. There are some kind of like isolated blocks over at the minimap if you've been paying attention. I mean, this place is huge. Right. This should be a dead end because we've already killed both Archons. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, more killing. East turret. Well, I don't know what. No, let's go for area of effect damage like that. Second, the ultimate geometry of annihilation. In case anyone wants to get over here. Let's burn them. Is anyone still alive? Alright, I am out of. Azunai stuff. Can't you give me a legendary for my character? I need some boots. Alright, let's backtrack because I don't know what. Oh no, careful, this could be the ending. No. Because I remember this final level was extremely short back when I played the game. I remember I ignored all of the side quests. Alright, so come on, after all it's a final side quest. I need to step on that golden plate. We've already explored everything here. Yep. Damn, what a nice bloom effect there. Damn it! Where did you guys come from? The other door. But I didn't trigger any lever at all. Shield. Alone. Can I get to the other one? I should be able to. That's it. Game over. Look at all of those criticals, people. That's the idea. Ah, by the way, have I also mentioned... Have I mentioned that my... Wait a second. Wait a second because my... Wait a second because my GPU is getting... Let's leave it at 65 fan speed locked. That's more than enough. Because otherwise by default I have kind of like a profile which... It basically changes the speed of the fan in case the temperature goes over 70. So, yeah. Pretty much it's better to have it kind of like always locked at a constant number. I mostly do that. When I start my PC, I have kind of like that curve. I have that curve, and then when I start playing, I kind of like measure the game. What's the max temperature, and I kind of like leave it locked at generally 65. Fan speed is more than enough. Except the game is kind of like extremely demanding, and yeah, and in that case I will lock it at 75, 80 fan speed. Let me step on that golden plate that we saw there. That should open the armory, the dungeon, and we can do the side quest DungeonSiege. Precisely. Yeah, if I had to guess, it's an absolute guess, total guess on my part, but I think they ran out of development time. If I had to guess, they ran out of development time. That's right, burn. I think they ran out of development time, basically. And the game could have been even longer. No, locked. Probably the ending is over there. But first, let's finish this last side quest. As I've said, we are doing a 100% completion. Spire Dungeon. Oh. Well, what could we expect from a quest that is called DungeonSiege? Hey, this looks like the dungeon of the first game. That you have to go through in kind of like the first area. Okay. I cannot use my weapons here. Hi. Okay. Whoa, what is this zone? Secret zone. Interesting. Looks like the game still has some secrets that we need to explore. Follow that clone. We are killing everything in here. One, two, three. Okay. Yes, my clone targets enemies and can see enemies even before us. I don't know why I'm looting, if this is pretty much the ending, but well, we're doing 100% completion, so I'm looting everything. Just for the sake of looting. And that's... Right, there's something angry behind that door, but I still cannot kill it. Okay, let me activate my shield again. Pretty much the objective is over there. Will those explode? No, they don't explode.
Help! Over here! Please help me!
Who could that be? I am curious to see who are Jeyne's prisoners. Alright, here we can see a perfect example of a fucked up camera. Okay. There's something that I wanted to...
You're not one of Kassynder's mercenary dogs.
Fitch?
Please, for the love of mercy, let me out of here!
So, who are you? Why are you in there?
I'd prefer to know why you're in there before I free you.
That's fair, that's fair. I'm a thief, sir, and I shan't deny it. I'm proud of it, but there it is.
Okay.
Please don't leave me to these zealots. I swear, I only wanted to find something I could sell to buy medicine for me poor wee daughter.
You don't even have a daughter, do you?
Suss that out, did you? Ah, well, worth a try, wasn't it? All right, that's a lie. Tell you what I'll do. They stashed all me contraband in a chest someplace around here. Let me out.
Typical.
Back, I'll give you a nice, hefty discount on whatever you like.
Where
Okay.
might I find the keys to these cells?
The jailer carries them. He lingers at the north end of the cell block, though he passes through here to torment us often enough.
I'll return when I have the keys then.
Nice. So we have another...
Have you got the...
I haven't...
Well,
Nice, so we have one more side quest, freeing this thief. Under normal circumstances I don't like doing that, but it's a side quest and ruining my 100% completion run of the game right now would be stupid. So, where's the key? Let me find the key so we can free this this liar asshole. Okay. Alright, now it's open. Okay, there's something in there. Let me raise my shield. Oh boy, here, like this. Anyone else? Just the boss. Jailor. That's a nice name for a boss, kind of like extremely straightforward. Ah, careful, that guy has an aura. He's pretty slow though, so Geometry of Annihilation will do the trick. Ah, you also know how to slow me down. Well, I can also do that. Okay, that was easy. All things considered. Okay, that's the Jailor. I mean, release the noble prisoners. That guy wasn't very noble at all. He was a thief, so I guess we can free some other prisoners. I love how the Jailor was kind of like sitting around while there's a war right outside of this prison. Yeah, I'd rather free the noble prisoners, if you don't mind, because we also haven't explored this section of the dungeon. Thank you. Noble prisoners first, thief second. That guy has a shield. Well, like, I also have a shield now. Two can play that game. I know that's Lucas. For a sec there, I thought they had tackled me. There we go. Through here.
Thank you. I thought I'd rot in there for sure. I shall certainly bear this in mind when considering any future donations to the Azunai Church.
Okay. Perfect. This a bit dark. Aha! Damn it! That's almost impossible to see. So dark. Alright, ma'am. I think it's a corpse. I was about to say, okay, ma'am, get up. Let's get out of here. This dead woman was a priestess. A symbol of Azunai still hangs about her skeletal neck. She was probably a dissident who opposed Jeyne Kassynder's rise to power. Legend tells us that Azunai was a human of Nevitic descent who lived during the First Age, before the Empire of Stars. Born into a nomadic tribe, he led a rebellion against the wicked giant king Saramoth, and freed humanity from the tyrant's oppression. In the final confrontation with the giant king, most stories agree that Azunai was slain. For centuries afterward, he was merely seen as a historical hero, until the famous vision of Saint Elisheba, remember one of the deities from the DLC, not gonna delve much deeper into that, watch the DLC streams in case you are interested in that part of the lore, and the birth of the Azunai Church. The faithful assume that the mortal Azunai and the divine Azunai are a single entity, but we cannot prove that this is so. The apostate philosopher Hildesmund refers to Azunai as a sunset god, perhaps the last surviving deity since the fall of the creator gods. an heir to their place in the cosmic order. He also points to the startling similarities between the so-called Radiant Youth, a spirit guide who has appeared to members of the 10th Legion, is actually the initiation ritual. It's part of the initiation ritual since its founding, and visions of Azunai, as described by the saints. Hildesmund has even gone as far as to suggest that the two figures are one and the same, though neither church nor legion authorities have ever supported his claims. Lore gained. Who is Azunai? Who's Azunai? Okay. Hey, I think Hand of Azunai, goddammit, was that? And here I was asking for a legendary Bray. Damn it. God damn it. But look at that, it's not as good as the ones that we have now. I don't understand this. Minus 13 stamina, minus 19 armor, minus 31 block. What the? Is this a joke? Well, I think I've seen it all, people. I think oh. Hey, this one has block chance. It's much better. I think I've seen it all. For some reason, in the case of the warrior, for some reason the green gauntlets and the green pauldrons are better than the legendary ones. Don't ask me why. At least in these final stages of the game. Alright. That's it. That's it. La 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 la. We've already freed the nobles. Can I open this now that I have the Jailor's key? Yeah, I can. One at a time, please. One at a time, otherwise way too many voices. Alright. Well, if you run as fast as that, if you're trying to escape from this war, you'll have a problem. But well, at least I feel tempted to follow them, to see how they programmed, how they developed that.
I do hope you made that jailer suffer before he expired.
I'd heard that all of you were dead.
This one's disappeared instead. I don't know if you noticed. This one's disappeared. The other two. This cell door appears to be sealed. Someone welded it shut to ensure that whoever was inside would never get out. If you wish to enter the cell, you'll find another way in. It's the one that we were just in some minutes ago. Right, so I think this is it. All of the nobles have been freed. I got a deed. Let's see what we got. Liberator. La 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 la. Liberator here. You freed all the prisoners in the Spire dungeon. Agility plus 5. Magnificent. That will increase our crit chance. 3188 instead of 3139. Good. Good. 1 point of critical chance. One percentage of critical chance. Almost. Not even one. Actually, 0.40. A bit more. 0.50. 0.50 to be precise. Right, can we explore the rest of this? Pretty easy there. Remember, we are doing a 100% completion of the game. This is the ending, so basically I am going to explore everything. So, alright, there we have that idiot, the thief. So here, I love that they placed one chest in kind of like every cell, right?
Have you got the keys yet?
While I feel tempted to leave this guy locked up, while I feel tempted, I want to explore the rest of the content that the game may have to offer.
Of course. Just let me get this door unlocked.
Azunai, bless your soul, friend. You're a true hero, you are, and I'll be sure as to tell anyone I meet.
All right. There you go. Anyways, if he causes any trouble, we can kill him at any moment. Alright, that was the last side quest. We explore all of the dungeon. So magnificent. Pretty well done. If there's one thing that we should take into account, is something that I always analyze when I review games. I mentioned this with Havencast Rise of the Mage and Hellgate London, and pretty much every single RPG that I analyze is the influence of a level design on the gameplay mechanics. I always mention this as extremely important. I cannot see. Is it me or it got a bit darker? No, it's just that we were over there. Okay, there we go. Lights are back up. Are back on, sorry. There we go. Okay, so with all of that explored, we explored this part of the courtyard. Ah, look at that, they respawn. This is just to catch you off guard and make you repeat some of the sections, so you are... There we go, burn. Burn, burn. We explored all of this? Or not? Yeah, I think we did explore all of this. I know, not the other... Not that part of the courtyard. Wait, true, we haven't explored that final part of the courtyard. This one? What's this? Ah, yeah, we probably had to do this, in fact. We need to beat the Archons. Alright, we need to get in there. Let me move, please. There we go. Thank you. Double geometry of annihilation, and so many criticals. There we go, burn. That's another one of the Archons that we need. Hey, that one didn't die. She escaped. They're not dying. They're escaping. They're running away. The Archons. Something that I always analyze, the influence of a level design on the gameplay mechanics, as I was mentioning. Notice how narrow some of the corridors are here, and I allow it when I mention this as one of the strongest points of Havencast Rise of the Mage, and I'll do so here as well. Notice how narrow the corridors are in this final level of the game, and in fact Lucas mentioned it when we entered this final level. That's always important, because if you have a lot of room, you can basically endlessly run away, but in this final level, it's much more difficult to run away. Kind of like... That's exactly what I refer to when I say that the influence of a level design on the gameplay mechanics always plays a big role, ladies and gentlemen. Because when you play... when you are trying to fight in narrow corridors like these, you don't have a lot of room. Sorry, I have to. I forgot to change the category and the title. My bad. There we go. When you fight in narrow corridors like these, you don't have a lot of room to run away, to escape, and that makes it more difficult. That's an influence of the level design. That's the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics, on the combat. If you don't have a lot of room to run away, it makes the combat much more interesting. How about I trigger my clone, because I have kind of like an excess of. I have an excess of focus there. This is a dead end. Let me raise my shield there. That's a lot of criticals. There we go. West turret. Did they create any? No, there's kind of like nothing outside. Can you see anything outside? No, it's kind of like only rain. They didn't create any kind of like background image over there. What the? Another objective. This is getting interesting. What? No, don't tell me this is the end. Ah, this is probably one of the two crazy Archons. Alright. I know, that has to be Jeyne, right?
All is fire and
I know.
blood and the screams of dying men. The stench of burst guts, sweltering heat of battle lust, taste of copper and fear.
They are crazy by now.
Armies wheel and clash, steel turns to flame in the morning sun, forever and unchanging. War without end, war without end. What is this? The foeman seeks to steal a march. To arms! To arms! May the line hold strong!
Ah, so the other ones were kind of like mini Archon bosses. This one is a true boss. Okay. So, we have Anjali all over again. But this time I'm prepared. No, my lady, you're crazy and you have been killing a lot of people, so let's get rid of you. Damn it, I'm so OP by now. Let me reactivate the clone. Double geometry of annihilation. Slow down. And burn. Ah, there's no phase 2. Alright. Okay, I think we've successfully... Minor Doom Essence. Good. It should have been major, considering this is the end of the game. Alright, that was easy. Don't expect it to be that easy if you haven't done every single side quest and created such an OP character like this one. Okay, we are OP, people. Yeah, I once again created an extremely OP build. Consider that this is hardcore difficulty. I wonder if my shield is already mastered. Though anyways, I think I wouldn't use mastered. I wouldn't use mastered shield by now, but let me see, just let me see if my shield is already mastered. Maybe we can change to that. Nah, it's still not mastered. Ah no, it's not this one, Barrier field. No. I couldn't master these two at the end of the day. Way too many abilities to master. Okay, that was easy. Don't expect it to be that easy. Ah, look at that. Don't expect it to be that easy. Okay, I cannot see anything. Nice. I must admit that the bloom of the torches is kind of like probably the best I've seen in 99% of video games ever. The bloom of those torches is kind of like the best I've seen. I mean, it's not realistic because generally you don't have that. What happened to the animation there? The animation got a bit fucked up there. It's a bug. Let's go. Here. And... there we go. We have a chest here. Remember that the loot... and this is pretty much a dead end. Yeah, it's just a dead end. Remember that the loot scales to our level. Right. Damn it, I feel a bit bad about being so OP. But I think Jeyne will pose a challenge. Because she'll be able to kill us in one blow, I think. I feel a bit bad about killing that Archon, that kind of like sub-final boss of the game so easily. Okay. We've killed everyone, we explored everything, every inch of the terrain. Oh, look at that, now they respawn, but they respawn the Cyclops. Double geometry of annihilation? No. What did I do? I didn't mean to do that attack. There we go. Right, restore my ultimates like that. There we go. That's a lot of criticals. There we go. So I assume now we need to go back and do the same. And do the same over there. Well, on the other side of the castle. Okay. What the? Okay. There we go. Not even one of those Cyclopses that have such a huge health bar can stand some of my attacks. Let's enchant the Phylactery of the Usurper. Doom Minor. Please tell me this is Doom Major. No, it's a Stagger. Doom Minor. Yes. Yes. Stagger Minor. I don't care. Warding. No, careful with warding because it reduces your... I think it reduces your basic attack damage or something like that. Alright, they respond or something. Well, better for me. More target practice for me. Nice try. There we go. Alright, so we need to go all the way over there and do the same. Here they won't respawn. And do the same with that objective that we saw previously. Okay. I get the point. I get the point, people. I get the point. Combat has ended. Everyone is dead. What are you talking about? Well, anyways, we have another save point over there. Alright, we left here last time. Second Geometry of Annihilation, that should be more than enough. So many criticals. Let's have even more. Fire. See how fast I recover focus down there with my basic attacks. I mean, they truly went overboard in terms of how cool the warrior's armor looks and how I look like a poor shitty mage just graduated from the Collegium of Stonebridge. So the other Archon, let's see. Let's recover our focus. So we need to beat the other Fanatic Zealot Archon.
Injustice gives way to trespass. Trespass demands redress. Redress comes only through blood. If the son strikes the father, let his hand be hewn off. If the serf wounds the noble, let him suffer the lash. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. If a man should trespass, let his feet be seared with hot coals, and let him be whipped from the city.
Alright, this is kind of like a fire Archon. The other one was kind of like a... Great. Let's recover that. Okay. Second Geometry of Annihilation. And dead, dead, dead. So fast. Finally, Avengers robes. Finally, we'll get some decent robes. There are no chests here. No chests. Let me see those robes. Let's see if finally the developers of the game thought about poor mages. Nope. It reduces agility and it only adds plus 45 base attack. The other ones, Doom, Chaos, and Retribution, are kind of like due to the essences that I have engraved in them on them. Okay. Wait, there we go. That was easy, way too fast. Sorry people if I'm killing them way too fast. If they are not epic fights, I'm sure that Jeyne is gonna kill me at least 1 or 2 times before we beat the game. So don't worry. Besides, if I remember correctly, now that I've been playing this, I'm remembering that there's another fight besides Jeyne. So yeah. So what now? We've already killed the Archons, we've already completed all side quests, so what now? La 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 la, slay the Archon of War, slay the Archon of Vengeance, face Jeyne, Kassynder in the Chancel. Chancel, or... well, yeah. Yeah, I would say this is, I don't know, a castle or a chapel, I don't know. In the Chancel, okay. Ah, you guys respawn. I love it when you respawn.
1 more down.
2 more down, actually. We've already looted that chest in the corner. Yeah. Let's recover our health and mana. I can see why they are respawning these guys here. It's in case you run out of... mana or health. So you can compensate. In our case we don't need it, but because we are OP, but but if we weren't so OP, we would actually need to restore our mana by our focus by killing some enemies. Okay. There's a bit of there's a lot of enemy recycling, in fact. Enemy variety could have been better because we are facing pretty much the same Cyclopses as the ones that we fought over at the Foundry in the Foundry over at Stonebridge, sorry. So yeah, pretty much. Damn it. Huh, look at that, they can still kill us. Let's slow them down, all of them. I already have my shield up. So we do that. Not doing well, Lucas, what are you talking about? Okay. There we go. Thank you. Alright, here they must have respawned as well, yeah, pretty much. So far, ladies and gentlemen, we are basically in the final section of the game, and you can see that I could create probably the most OP build ever. So the game indeed is more difficult at the beginning, then it kind of like goes downhill, which I don't like. Though I still can get killed in one blow. That's kind of like the most positive aspect of, let's say, the scalability of the difficulty that the game has. Let me raise my shield. Any more enemies? No, nope, not at all. Alright, I think this is it, people. I think this is it. Combat has ended. Combat has already ended. Ah, it's because I triggered my shield or what? There we go. Alright. Jeyne, time to face justice. I should have triggered that shield. Time for you to face justice.
And here is the Legion, their hands washed with innocent blood. 30 years, and nothing has changed.
The Legion is here to restore peace, you psycho. So...
A woman who calls herself a saint might have learned to forgive by now.
Do not seek to twist my words. I shall not suffer the treachery of the Legion. Not again. I say to you, lay down your arms. The days of your Legion are past and gone. When I faced the traitor Mott Baron, the gods of my mother struck him down. And they shall guide my hand against you now!
Is Cyclops brute? What? Okay, that's a one-hit kill probably. Come on, we need my ultimate cologne. Bring a whole army with you. Damn it. Yep, it's a one-hit kill. See, told ya, people. But
Well now, that's a great improvement.
fortunately, my powers are way too incredible. Let me get rid of that one. Let me get rid of this one. Let me get rid of everyone, in fact. Let me refresh my clone. Refresh everything. Alright, the fight is as tough as I remember, but this time I have... This time... The rate at which I restore focus is playing a big role. The only way she can kill me is by targeting me with those lightning blasts that you saw. Pretty much. Let me burn this too. Ah, the shield, right. Yeah, we know, Jeyne. You're all high and mighty, and your righteousness and everything. Generally, people who love to talk who like to talk like that, from all high and mighty and feeling morally superior to others, they are generally either communists or psychos. One out of the two. Where's the enemy? We are killing everyone in there. That one, Chakti, we can deal damage to that one. That one. Get out of that circle, please. We need to fight over here. Oh boy. There we go. We need to kill that one, right? There we go. Don't run away. Don't you worry. Let's go for a second geometry of annihilation, if you don't mind. Like that, exactly. I mean, that's a lot of gold. I don't know if I should loot it or what. Dead, all of you. Dead, you as well. Come on, Jeyne, get out of that shitty circle. It's your turn.
Look, Jeyne's trying to get away. After her.
What? Had to be kidding me. I was ready to keep fighting without any kind of force. Okay, that was a first try. Nice. Sorry, people, if you were... She killed me once. At least she depleted my health, but... Oh well. Both my clone and my companion were alive. But well, she killed me once, so it counts. Look at this. See how good... I have been paying attention to this for a long time. See how good the lightning sources are in this game. They are amazing for a game that was developed back in 2011. They were kind of like manually placed like that because there was no ray tracing back in the day. They had to manually place them like that, and it feels so realistic. I have always admired that of this game. It has kind of like the perfect ambience. It looks even better than Diablo 3. Okay. Alright, this is phase 2, I guess. Well, last one was first try. Though she killed me once, but it was first try still. This time I won't trigger the shield until we begin the fight. Alright, Jeyne, end of the line. Your crazy killing spree will get to an end. Sanctum of Fire. Hey, I cannot walk. There we go. Alright, let's see.
The fires in this place give us strength, Legionnaire. My handmaids and I will burn you to dust.
Really? Shield, please. Shield, let me start. Second Geometry of Annihilation. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Try to beat that, because that's my ultimate. I can go for ultimate. Endless ultimate flame. That should be the highest amount of damage possible. Hey, there's a dark hole, like the one at the center of the Milky Way, coming our way. Alright. Oh no, there we go. I just need to be careful with the area of effect damage. I mean, I can also do that. Hey, that's a lot of gold. Is that one Jeyne or what? No, Jeyne ran away.
Jeyne's fleeing again. The woman's got no shame.
What? Inventory full and I have a legendary there? No. Wait. Well, I guess you can see that I didn't lie when I said that I was OP. There's a lot of loot, and how do I drop items? I need to go to the items section. True. Drop these, please. Drop. Where's the drop option? God damn it. Drop. Transmute. I can transmute. True. Transmute. Yes, transmute. Transmute. Unable to transmute equipped items. What? Transmute. What the? Is this a joke? That green one has fierce custom burst. What? Custom burst or something. Where did she go? Wait, let me dispatch these guys first. There you go. Okay. Wait, because we looted some useful gear. Inventory full. There's another chest. Wait, because we looted some good gear. Maybe we can push Orbis Bellum. So shitty. Let me see the others. Agility 34, blah blah, but minus 96 will. Okay. That one was close. Nope. What happened here? Yeah, we should underestimate greens. Pearlescent Diadem, Agility. Did I just loot this? Determined Coronet of Quickness. It increases agility, it reduces will by 37. However, half of my agility points are turned into will. So it would be actually minus 22, so it wouldn't be that bad. So it would be minus 10 will or something like that. So, okay. Good. What about this one? It takes out agility. Forget it. And it takes out Doom. What about this one? Agility, no. No agility, no agility. Could it be that the only boots that increase agility for my mage are those? I honestly don't understand. But well. No, I cannot do that. Pharaoh, Mag, Dynamo, whatever. This is for the other stance, so I don't care. I don't care. The one I only care about is this one. Because this one would increase my critical chance a bit, as well as my armor and stamina. So let's go for that one. What the? Well, whatever. 335, what the fuck? It's not that. This is a bit fucked up, but well. 335, you have to be kidding me. You could see at the beginning of the stream that my ability DPS was almost 500. Pretty sure of it. Let me see. No, definitely. Whatever. To hell with it. To hell with it. There's something bugged there. My ability DPS, we could see at the beginning of the stream that with this gear is actually 500. 495 to be precise. I don't know why the game gets crazy after that. I'm not gonna stop and review my gear now. Except for the essences. Let me see if we have essences. Let me... Where's the phylactery? Enchant. Do we have Retribution, Stagger, Warding? No. We need Doom. Doom pretty much increases... There we go. Ability DPS 314? What? Why did it get so low? I don't know what's wrong with this. There's something wrong, definitely. Did I change something? No. I changed nothing. Well, I don't know. This thing is crazy, but I'm sure that my ability DPS was 495 when I started, and I didn't change a single section, a single piece of my gear. I don't know what's wrong. 335. Did I change something? Pearlescent diadem, Chancel, bell, well, whatever. Let's forget about it. Forget about it, people. Forget about it. Saints Solace. Hey, nice. We're at the top of the world. There we go. I hate to leave all of that loot behind. Oh well.
You have defeated my Archons, crushed my soldiers, defiled this most holy of places.
Justice will be served.
No more. The gods of my mother stand with me, while you have nothing but the ghosts of your broken legion.
The Legion shall triumph. Oh.
Pray to your gods now.
Wait. Alright. You move a lot. Nice soundtrack. That's why I always love to have kind of like the music level of the volume a bit higher than the rest of the sounds. Okay. This should be easy, thanks to my improved cologne. That's right, stay in the circle. We need to fight inside of my 2 circles. I don't know why you are targeting me when you have my 2 meat shells. But yeah, you're definitely targeting me. Very intelligent. That one was close. Some strength. I am the definition of OP, baby. I can slow her down. She's not immune to being slowed down. Damn it. Oof, that one was close. Let me reactivate my clone and my shield.
I will not bow my head to you. Neither will I grovel or beg.
There's no need for that.
Give yourself up, and we'll treat you with respect.
You mistake me. I do not concede defeat to the Legion, so you need not offer terms. My gods have not abandoned me, not yet. They dance like shadows at the corner of my eye, and they whisper in my ear.
You are deluded.
The gods of my mother, appeal to them for aid, and call her fallen sisters back from death. And when I return, we shall drive you from this kingdom that is mine by right.
Where is Jeyne? Is she...
Vanished. She went to find her mother's gods, to appeal to them for help.
There was no option to kill her.
Unless she means... The forest. The place you call the Mournweald. It grew from a seed of the first creation. Perhaps it contains an echo of our gods.
Are you saying that your gods aren't dead? A part of them lives on?
Any fragment of the first creation would contain all the power of our gods, and perhaps a remnant of their minds as well. They would only exist as a potential, a possibility, but even in such a reduced state, they would be strong.
And this seed, could it take the form of a tree?
I don't know. None of us were able to enter the forest, except for Jeyne's mother, and Jeyne herself.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
Suppose it would take an appropriate form. If it gave birth to a forest, it might appear as a tree, yes.
She thinks she can restore the other Archons to life with the help of her gods.
Our legends say that no Archon could ever truly die. Their fires could always be kindled again if our gods willed it so. If Jeyne restored them all to life, she would have an army behind her.
Just how many Archons were there when your gods were alive?
We counted ourselves as numerous as the stars in the sky. Indeed, the stars were fashioned in our honor, one for each of our sisters.
Okay.
Or so the stories tell us.
That's a problem.
We've got to follow Jeyne. How can we get to the Mournweald from here?
A causeway.
Jeyne built this place on the ruin of a Legion stronghold. I've seen one of your causeways in the dungeon below. The gate was hidden behind a locked door, but Jeyne entrusted her handmaids with a key. I have it here.
Martin.
Martin, what about our army? Has the battle ended?
We've won, but only thanks to you. A few of Jeyne's people surrendered. The others all fled.
You're too humble, Martin. I didn't win your battle for you.
No, I don't mean to be modest. We held our own, but we'd never have swept them off the field. When the fire burst from the top of the tower, the fighting nearly stopped, with everyone straining to see. Then the fire went out, and Jeyne's army knew that she'd lost. They ran like autumn leaves before a storm.
I tried not to harm the other Archons, but I couldn't be sure they survived.
Thank you. They are alive, all of them. Soraya is with them now.
Perfect.
I know my sisters. They'll see Jeyne's defeat as a sign that she led us astray. None of us will follow her again.
So come back into the Legion, where you belong.
Now that Jeyne has fled, where will you and your sisters go?
We'll wait here for news. You cannot blame us if we hope that Jeyne might still be saved.
No, I won't.
Can we take the elevator down to the dungeon?
Yes. No need to stop in the chancel. It will take you all the way to the dungeon below.
I'm with you. Let's go and see if this causeway is still intact.
Perfect. This? Can I interact with that? No. Okay. Can I...
If you spare Jeyne's life, she can still atone for all she's done.
La 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 la. No. There we go. Okay. Then we have this. There it is. Look at my ability DPS. What's going on? 497. It actually increased because of the agility boost that I got. What? I don't know what's with the stats of this game. That's my real. Those are my real stats. I don't know what happened. Could it be that the game kind of like reduced my stats for the final boss fight? Well, I don't know. Whatever. We can rest assured. It's 497 at 31, almost 32% critical chance. Alright, please. I know she said that it would go all the way down, but this is a bit exaggerated. Okay, one-way trip. Let's go, people. These chests have recently been looted, probably by Fitch, the thief that you freed from the dungeon. Oh my god. So you are told that you lose those chests. Okay. Well, you know, people, you can loot this chest if you keep that thief inside of the dungeon.
Made it out alive, did
And
you?
here you are.
Man, since you did old Fitch a favour, let old Fitch do one for you. Got some good stuff here. I'll sell it cheap.
You better behave before we
Consider
kill
his
you.
offer. You won't have another chance to buy weapons or gear before you face Jeyne.
I highly doubt he's got something better than my gear, but let's see. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. I am surprised. I mean, this extra plate mail, blah 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 blah. Grip of the Sick, and it reduces armor and block. God, I mean, that basically the two stats that I require for my warrior. Damn, these are all pretty shitty in comparison. They all reduce agility. Damn it. What about this? I about minus 130, minus 135 will. Damn it, that's a lot. Pauldrons, no. Blah blah blah. Medallion of Finality. Wait, let's first, Lucas. I think I saw. Not these ones here. Hand of Azunai. No. Damn it. This one. Fierce Cast and Breast. We'll do that. 600 attack DPS. That's a lot. But this should increase armor and what's your armor and block chance, Lucas? Armor 269 and block chance 135. Okay. Rapier of Frost. No. What are you using? Greenstone Talisman. This one. Okay. No, I think we are good to go, people. I won't waste any more of your time. We've got pretty much the best gear ever. Can't we kill the thief?
I've still got plenty of stuff here. It's all yours for the right price.
Alright, so now you know that if you don't free this guy, you don't get this last.
So, one way or another, this is the end of our road. Shall we go?
Yes, Martin.
Someone needs to take charge of the Spire.
Yes. Besides, you would probably get killed.
Meister Wolf doesn't lack for nerve, but the man's a bit mad. Seems wrong, though. We started this journey together. like to have been there at the end.
I know, Martin, but you would probably get killed.
You're a good friend, Martin. Take care.
We'll expect all the automatons to be clean and well polished by the time we return.
True.
Remember, out of all the survivors of the Legion, the Radiant Youth chose you. He appeared to no one else. I think he chose well, and I'd follow you down any road. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, Martin. Everyone, say goodbye to Martin. This is the ending. This is the ending, and we won't see him ever again. I think we are trapped here. You can't go back. I mean, it's a point of no return at this point. Yeah. So pretty much, let's have one final save file here. Let me see the time. Let me see the time that we've spent. Total time. Oh, well, exactly 23 hours. 23 hours. 23 hours. Exactly, almost a day. Causeway. Hey, could I go back to Stonebridge through this? I don't think so. I think it's a one-way trip to our doom. Okay. This is it, people. This is the ending. This is always sad, but we have to say goodbye to our beloved game. This is the ending, so say goodbye. I'll see if I can. Ah, you can still access the DLC. Look at this. The Archon Causeway. You can. Could it be that you can still access the DLC? Let me try, just for the sake of research. Can you still access the DLC? Yes! You can still access the DLC. Look at that. You can still farm here. Because I remember that that enemies in there would still respawn. So you can still farm over there, in case you're interested. So you can still access the DLC. You can't go back to Ev, though, to the Kingdom of Ev, and do the main. They're definitely they could have gone for an open world game with enemies respawning. Would have been perfect, but well, they probably ran out of resources and development time. So sad. Oh well. Stepping through this portal will transport you to the Rukkenvahl. Beyond this point, you will not be able to return. I'm still not able to return, you know. If you have any unfinished quests in the Arachnoid Desert, you will not be able to complete them. Do you wish to step through? Well, at least they have a warning message. Yes. We've already completed the DLC.
You're here.
Armand.
You won't believe what's happened. It started just before you...
Oh boy.
Jeyne Kassynder is here, in this valley. She thinks she can speak to her mother's gods and call the Archons back to life.
We need to stop her.
Whatever she's done, you better look outside. Something terrible is happening. It's like the sky's been set afire. Come with me. I'll show you.
So we're already at the point of no return. People, this is a sad moment, but the game is ending.
It seems that you've arrived just in time for the end.
Lazar.
We're alive, aren't we? Don't be so quick to give up hope.
Hope? You think I should have hope? Look, the signs are all around us. Stars are dropping from the heavens and we are all going to die.
Straightforward.
You see, it is folly to think of hope.
Use your head, have faith, stop winning. I think stop whining Oh, sorry. Stop whining. That doesn't help at all. So use your
Are
head.
you quite finished? I can get you to safety on the causeway.
Causeway? But I thought only legionnaires were allowed to.
An
Rules change when
exception.
the sky is falling.
Yep.
That's probably in the bylaws somewhere.
Yes, exception. Get to the causeway.
then.
Get out of here. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to... Ah, nice, they explode. They forgot about the walking animation of this guy.
I've always wanted to do this. To travel by causeway like the legionnaires of old.
Well, you'll have your
For
chance.
you, it would be a shame to get this close only to die under a pile of rock.
Be careful in there, you're not legionnaires, don't get lost.
It's easy to get disoriented in there. Don't wander far from the gate. I'll come and find you when this is all over.
Oh dear.
Here, take this key. You'll need it to unlock the door downstairs. Until our paths cross again. Hopefully sooner than later, hey?
They won't, the game will end. They forgot about the walk animation of the... Ah, well, it's broken now. Alright. We are pretty much alone, people. This is it, this is the ending. If I had to say, I love the added drama that it has. I love how the joystick vibrates right now. I love how it's vibrating like crazy right now. Let's save. Anyways, this is the point of no return. Let's do it. I also love how the game makes sure that you are ready for the end. Hey, pretty good effect there. Rukkenvahl. Nice, just on flames. There are no enemies in here. I think I spoke too soon.
One more down.
So we're going up against Archons now. At least there's some extra enemy variety. There we go. Now we know where Diablo 3 got its ideas from. They are pure DPS. They don't have a huge health bar. Nice soundtrack, by the way. In terms of soundtrack variety, this final section of the game is definitely pretty good. My inventory is already full. Anyways, it's the end of the game. I don't think we're gonna loot anything that could definitely turn the tide at this point. Anyways, we are doing... I mean, there's no tide to turn because we are doing incredibly well. I think I beat all of the bosses first try up until now. We still have the final boss, I guess. But well. Right, may I move? Oh, you have to be kidding me. My joystick is running out of battery. Damn it. Not now. Let me finish the game. What on earth?
Now that thing is ugly.
I agree. What is that? Kind of like a crazy Archon. We faced an enemy like this in... Damn it. No. Wait. Damn it. My joystick. Let me pause the game. Wait. I ran out of battery. I thought I would get... I thought I could make it to till the end, but no. I thought I could make it till the end. But don't worry. here I have quickly. I have my wire here, my cable. Wire cable. Where is it? Here. What's going on? Quickly, before it, then I can. Nope. Reconnect, come on. I need you to reconnect only once more. Reconnect, come on. I knew this was going to happen, but I actually thought that it was going to last until I finished. There we go. It reconnected. Yeah, I use kind of like a different charger here. Yes, I have the official Xbox battery pack, in case you're wondering. I don't use batteries. Kind of like use the lithium battery pack. Alright. It will be a bit more uncomfortable with my cable here, but anyways, it's incredible. The battery pack lasts for kind of like months. Well, I don't know if months, but at least a single month it lasts without charging. It's perfect. Well, alright, okay. Let me see that everything is working. I suspected that it was going to happen, but I thought it was gonna last until the end. Well, I almost made it because an hour and 57 minutes. It was almost 2 hours. I actually calculated it properly. Just that I I miscalculated for some minutes because how much more time is gonna take us. All right, people. Next time we are gonna get to we'll do the final analysis. Only the final analysis of the game. All right, there we go. As you can see, in case you're wondering, here you can see that I have kind of like a charging station right below me, so I charge that while I keep it connected to the PC through Bluetooth. Okay, pretty much this joystick has been the best investment I've ever done because it's the Xbox One X model from 2017 and it works perfectly and the battery lasts a lot and it's amazing.
Is close. She found her way to the tree at the center of the forest and she's waiting for you there. I came to warn you. She is not alone.
And besides, this joystick doesn't need an adapter on your PC to work. It works through Bluetooth. It's the first model that worked through with plain and simple Bluetooth instead of having to use an adapter. Pretty good. That's why I love it. There we go. What do you mean?
So Jeyne did what she promised? She called the other Archons back to life?
Yes, the Devas too. And something else. Something far worse. It hasn't taken shape. Not yet.
So, those things with 4 arms are Devas.
So those 4-armed demons have a name.
No one has seen a Deva since the dawn of the world. They serve the creator gods, just as the Archons did. If Archons were couriers and envoys, then Devas were soldiers, the wrathful hand of their gods. Even then, they were said to be terrible, but not as monsters as you see them now.
What's happened to the Archons? Why do they look so strange?
The power at the heart of this forest has been twisted and ruined. It can only give birth to monsters now. That is Jeyne's fault, though she doesn't understand what she's done wrong.
Truly? Really she doesn't?
Jeyne called something else back to life? Do you know what it is?
Nothing I have seen before, but anything is possible here. This forest grew from a seed of the first creation. It's alive with the power of the old creator gods. Jeyne has tapped that power. She has used it wrongly, yes. But it's still the same power that gave birth to the world. Limited only by her mortal mind. But it won't matter. If you strike now, you can still defeat her.
Okay.
Is there anything else you can tell us? If what you say is true, we'll need every advantage we can get.
The danger won't come from Jeyne Kassynder. You have nothing to fear from her.
Mm-hmm.
The presence that is taking shape, that is the real threat.
Alright, my boy.
Destroy it, and the power in this forest will be broken. Jeyne's Archons and Devas will return to dust. That's all I know for certain, but I'll be with you again, before the end.
Okay. Okay. Ah, we're still in...
The whole forest is breaking apart. We don't have much time.
Dame the body annoying. Yeah, dead.
One more time.
So, you are called Devas. Beautiful, people. Don't you want to get one of these to your house? Though their faces are a bit troubling. I will agree with Lucas that, well, they exercise a lot and have pretty beautiful bodies. The head, though, it's a red flag, don't you think? Way too eccentric. And way too crazy. Besides, the fact that they have 4 arms, also not aesthetically pleasing. But I will grant the developers this. They had a pretty good sense of aesthetics. Pretty much. Nowadays, that's something that you don't see in a lot of games, in which developers make the designs of the enemies extremely ugly. At least here they are gorgeous, we must admit it, people. Especially when they design kind of like in the character creation screens. I hate it when you can only choose kind of like wannabe gangster haircuts with kind of like a crest and those things, and you cannot choose a normal haircut. I hate it when that happens. Time to burn. Do they turn to dust? No, they just disappear. They could have gone for a better animation there. Alright, let's go. Let's get to the ending. There we go. Careful, they also slow you down. Yeah, the faces are kind of like crazy. They also have kind of like a peck. If you pay close attention, they have kind of like a peck in that mask. They are basically if you think that this is a bit of enemy variety, think again, because one of the bosses of the DLC was exactly like this, kind of like the Devas, the ones with 4 arms. So yeah, pretty much there's a lot of there's an insane amount of enemy recycling in this game, because think of it like this: the Archons are kind of like a clone of the playable character of Anjali. The Devas are a clone of the Aranoi Desert boss. Even Jeyne Kassynder was a clone of an Archon. She is an Archon. So while the lore of the game is perfect, because they have the same mechanics, the amount of enemy recycling in this game is beyond anything I've seen in any isometric action RPG. There's a high level of enemy variety. There's a high level of enemy recycling. There's not a lot of variety, sorry. How about I trigger my shield? Damn it. My stance, please. There we go. Attack my claw. Now we do this. We'll recover like this. And that should recover our focus. Perfect.
You know, we might actually survive this.
We are gonna survive it, and we are gonna do it first try, probably. Where's the save spot? Okay, this is getting a bit down. Oh! No save spot.
What's happened to this grove? What has that mad woman done?
Hey, I wonder if we get killed, where are we going to respawn, because there are no save spots. Okay, this is it, people.
So you followed me here.
Ah.
You are stubborn, and I admire you for that.
So you can go back
But
to
you
your
should
normal
never have
form.
come. I have restored the Archons to life, just as I promised.
All this, for what? To win a crown?
If there's no kingdom, the crown doesn't count.
Take back this kingdom, as is my right.
There is no kingdom, everything is
The
on
Archons
fire.
are not all that has returned. The power of creation still lives in this grove, and anything can be born anew. Even the creator gods themselves.
Is she mad? She can't mean.
Oh! Nice design. Creator God. Well, now this is a way of finishing a game. Of ending a game. Corrupted Creator! This is what I'm talking about. Clone. What do I attack? The hands? Can I activate my Geometry of Annihilation? Does it deal damage? It seems to be taking damage, but the health bar is not going down. Damn it. Okay. Hey, look at that. Alright, now it's taking damage. Dead. Okay. Now this is Pretty good. We're going up against a god, after all. I love it when games end like this. You going up against a god. It reminds me of Havencast, in a way. I love that the music is somehow cheerful, even if everything's going to shit. It's between cheerful and epic. It's kind of like the perfect spot. There's kind of like a part of a track that is a bit more cheerful, and another one that is a bit more sad and epic. That's good. It's a nice balance. Okay, can I do this? That should deal a lot of damage. Oh boy. Come back, Lucas. Hey, we destroyed the armor of that hand. Nice try. Better to activate my shield. It is taking damage, but... Damn it. What the? Don't crash now. What's going on? No, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. It crashed. God damn it. What was my last save point? We may leave this for next time then. You had to be kidding me. It crashed. Ah. Way too much for the game engine. What's going on? Way too much for the game engine. Continue, let's see. I fear that... Ah, no, look, it has an automatic save point here. Pretty clever. Pretty clever. That one doesn't count. It has a save point, kind of like at the end. Good. This is weird. This game usually doesn't crash. You could see it in my previous walkthroughs. Usually it doesn't crash. Damn it. Usually it doesn't crash. Shield, please. Let me recover my mana and my health, if you don't mind. That attack is unavoidable. Okay. I lost my rhythm due to that crash. Okay. I definitely lost my rhythm due to that crash, but we'll recover it, don't worry. We are way too OP. Okay, there we go. Clone. Damn it, Lucas, you're about to die and I need you. I need you to counter that attack. Damn it. Nice, I avoided it. You have to kind of like avoid it at the last second, I believe. Okay, that's new. He didn't like that, people. Yes, it exploded. What happened to the soundtrack? Well, I mean, it's... Oh? How do I get over there? Damn it, Lucas, you are dead. Get up.
Much obliged.
You have to be kidding me. I've never seen these mobs before. Why are you adding enemy variety right now? Oh, you got a crazy ray of distraction. I better activate my shield here. We will... Oh? What killed me? Well, I don't know what killed me, but I know what's gonna kill that thing. Damn it. Well, anyways, I think I dealt a lot of damage right at that spot. Right at that moment, sorry. What is he summoning? Some... Ah yeah, I forgot about my clone. I'm stupid. Ah, you're slowed down, but kind of like a lot, not a bit. Not just a bit, a lot. Okay. There you go. Now some... I need those orbs. I don't know why I got killed last time. If I was at the same spot, that was what I was gonna say last time. Hey, is it me or the soundtrack kind of like dissipated at this second phase or what? That means this is like going up against the those black things coming out of the ground. They remind me of the symbiote of Spider-Man, Web of Shadows. At this point. Here we go. Damn it, Lucas, why did you die? Dead, all of you. Oh boy. I need to stand back. Get up, Lucas. Ah no, it's no use. It's kind of like a set amount of damage, then it... Alright, stop vomiting, please. Alright, we're gonna fight over here. It will be faster because we'll all be right here. So many criticals. Such little time. Alright, the final attack. See, it's pretty tricky. You have to stay kind of like really back there. Well, let's recover our stats then. If it's a set amount of damage, yeah, it's not going below that. Let me trigger my second geometry of annihilation right there. Oh. The big, huge monster does like me a lot. Nice try. Damn it. That one was close. Damn it, they have a pretty terrible bug in terms of the soundtrack with this. Because first it crashed, and then... the soundtrack is totally different here. Then we had this epic music all over the place, and now it's kind of like silent. And you could see that I restarted the game. Come on. It's a pretty slow fight. I don't think so. I've learned. Let's refresh our clone right now. Let's do that, and let's do this. Oh, come on. That thing is not taking damage, you don't fool me. It's so slow, this boss fight. Okay. Shield. Shield and... That's it. We just need to survive this blow. And this is it. Away. Dead. That was easy first try. We were pretty OP. That...
They are gone.
Yep.
The voices of my mother's gods. I cannot hear them anymore.
Yep.
Not even a whisper.
They are lost. You will not see them or hear them ever again.
You lie, child. Or whatever you truly are behind that innocent face.
No, Jeyne Kassynder. I speak the truth. What remained of your mother's gods has been destroyed, and the power of creation has fled this grove. It will never return.
I want to know why, but not in the sense of asking that it should. Why not? It should. No. I want to know why.
You told me that this forest grew from a seed of the first creation. Is it dead then?
That cannot be. My mother searched for thousands of years, and this was the only remnant of her gods that she ever found.
The power in this forest might have been used to restore the old gods and all their servants to life. Not the twisted half-life that you gave them, Jeyne Kassynder. A true rebirth, as they were at the dawn of the world. But you called upon that power to destroy, not to create. You twisted the power of creation to your own ends, until all that was left was an empty shell, rotted from within. And now, it is gone.
Alright, first impressions of the ending. I like the fact that we got several final bosses, kind of like first the 3 phases of Jeyne and her Archons, and then this. I like long boss fights. This one was artificially long, in the sense that it was slow rather than long. And if we compare this to something like Havencast Rise of the Mage, which has a pretty similar ending in terms of a final boss, this one lacked difficulty because I was extremely OP. But well, in that sense, they could have balanced it better.
And the Archons I fought in the forest? The ones that Jeyne restored to life?
Dead, wilted like blossoms, and scattered to the wind. When you slew the reborn god, all Jeyne's creations were undone. In time, the forest will recover. But it will be ordinary. No longer the Morn wield, with the power of creation at its heart.
Why did this power respond to Jeyne and no one else?
Jeyne's mother was first sister. When she died, her fire passed to Jeyne. The first sister stood at the right hand of her gods. Only pale shadows of their minds persisted in this grove. But they remembered her. That is why Jeyne saw her gods in visions and dreams, just as her mother did before her. And that is why Jeyne could unlock the power that was buried here.
Okay.
The forest was already corrupted, even before Jeyne tried to call the Archons back to life.
True.
The first time Jeyne called on the power of the old gods, it was to murder Hugh Montbaron 30 years ago. She knew she was misusing that power, but she was too full of anger, and she didn't care. After that, the Mornwield grew rotten and sick. All its potential for good was lost.
So she came back and made the same mistake a second time.
Just at this time, we were OP.
Driven by anger again. So the Archons that she called back to life were nothing but monsters. It was the same for the Creator God. The creature that you fought was shaped by Jeyne's fury and guilt.
Guilt?
Yes, Jeyne Kassynder. You can hide your remorse from yourself, but you cannot hide it from me.
Alright, people. Also, I should know that when we played Havencast Rise of the Mage, we also faced kind of like a god or something like that, I remember. A serpent god or something. And also when we played Shadows Awakening, pretty similar. In that sense, I always love it when... I love games that in which the final boss is a serpent god. It's kind of like a constant tradition, let's say. Yeah, it's good when you end up going up against a god. It gives that feel of epicness that some other games generally or sometimes don't have. That's why I love the first Assassin's Creed games, because while you don't go up against gods, they somehow play a role in Assassin's Creed 2. Even in Assassin's Creed 1, there are hints. That's why I love the first Assassin's Creed games. They have feeling of much more epicness.
We have a decision to make. What to do with Jeyne.
Execute her, of course.
Remember what she did. Not only to my father, but to all the rest of the Legion too. It was her crime that started this.
I expect no mercy from the Legion. Do as you like.
Explain your action.
Before I pass judgment on you, I want to know why you acted as you did. Honestly, and in your own words.
Why did I slaughter so many Legionnaires who had no part in killing my father, the king? I was young, full of anger, My father was dead by the Legion's hand.
No,
So I
he
raised
was
an army.
crazy.
I swore to avenge him myself, if I had to carve my way through every chapter house in Ebb. If the other Legionnaires had handed over Mont Baron, I would never have hunted them down. But they were so stubborn.
They were loyal.
So loyal to their chief.
Well.
That was wrong of me. I should not have punished the whole Legion for Mont Baron's sin.
Mont didn't kill him. Mont didn't kill him. This was explained in the lore of the game. I won't tell you to go check out the rest of all of the boss, so you'll have to trust me. But if you've been watching the series, you know that there was a lore in which it said that the king drew a sword. He was mad. He was jealous of the Legion. He drew a sword in one of his attacks in one of his psycho attacks. He drew a sword. He threatened the guard, and to save the guard, the Legion had to stop him. He was jealous of the Legion, the king, her father. So that's why it's important to read all of the lore in the game. So,
you've told me why you destroyed the Legion, but why fight a war with the Queen?
I will answer your question with one of my own. Do you believe that Rosalind would make a stronger queen than me?
No, I do not. In fact, I chose that he was weak, but that doesn't justify this.
I have made mistakes, yes, but I know how to lead. And Rosalind, she has the heart of a lamb. Would you trust the rebuilding of this kingdom to a sheltered little girl?
Yes, it's true. She is weak, and even I said that. But she's the rightful heir, as it says there. Besides, she has a Legion, so we'll guide her.
If Rosalind falters, the Legion will keep the country whole.
Yes, that's the idea.
Be careful. I hear the echo of Hugh Mont Baron behind those words. Take too strong a hand, and the people will cast your Legion down again.
If that's what it's gonna be, that's what's gonna be. Well, there's nothing we can do about that now. That's the future. If that's what's gonna happen, okay.
You're sorry for killing the Legionnaires, but not for killing Mont Baron.
Lucas's father.
I would kill him again. He murdered my father, and I don't care what his reasons were.
Well, as I explained,
You
the
asked
king
for
was...
honesty. There you have it.
Well, the king was a psycho, and he threatened to kill a guard. After being jealous of the Legion and casting us down, casting us out from Stonebridge City and sacking our chapter houses and everything. Oh, no, that happened later, but well, he was jealous, and he didn't like the Legion.
The Mournweald was sacred to your people, and especially to your mother. Why would you confront the Legion here?
Mont Baron lured me to this place. Somehow, he knew what I was, and he knew that this forest was sacred to me. He believed that I would never dare to strike him down, not in the presence of my mother's gods.
He was wrong. You used the power of the Mournweald against him.
Mont Baron was so arrogant, so sure that he'd outmaneuvered me. That smug look on his face, with no hint of remorse for what he'd done. That was what doomed him, most of all. I will never understand why the forest allowed him to enter, when so many others were kept out.
Unless your gods meant to test you. Perhaps they wanted to know if your devotion to them was stronger than your rage.
I never thought of that. If that is true, then I failed them.
I have no more questions. I've made my decision.
And I am ready for your judgment, though I know what it will be.
Yeah, that one's an easy line, because whatever you choose, you know what it will be. She murdered the Legion, she caused civil war, she did a disaster, I spared the rest of the Archons, but not her.
You've escaped justice for too long. If you have any last words, speak them now.
She almost decimated the whole
Shall I
Legion.
tell you of my regrets? I have but one. I must leave this kingdom in the hands of a tattered legion and a cringing, useless girl. I could have forged this country anew. You and your queen cannot.
The Legion can and will.
Just want her to live, so we can prove her wrong.
I'll make this quick. Goodbye, Jeyne Kassynder.
Hang. And with the toxic virus dead, we can rest that peace has been restored.
She is dead, and the Legion can begin anew.
Perfect.
For now, you deserve a rest, but it may be short-lived.
Our worries aren't fit. Hey, these are hints of DungeonSiege 4. Look at this.
Not all of Jeyne's followers will accept her defeat.
Ah.
No, they will not. Jeyne's faithful control the towns of the East, and she will be a martyr to them now.
Well,
And
we'll
the
take care
Legion
of
has
them.
old enemies. They have not forgotten you. Some may be far worse than Jeyne. But you've shown that the Legion is strong again, worthy of respect. Your enemies will fear you, and that will buy you time.
Time to leave, I think. Odo and Martin must be waiting for news.
Perfect.
We part ways then. I will be watching, and one day, I will see you again.
They truly wanted to make DungeonSiege 4. So we have the ending now.
You bid farewell to the radiant youth, and he sent you back to our chapter house in Stonebridge, where I awaited your return. In the weeks that followed, news spread of Jeyne Kassynder's defeat. Her army scattered, giving us time to rest and regroup. Martin Guiscard returned safely from the Spire, along with Meister Wolf and the Automaton army. Only a few weeks later, elections were held in Stonebridge. Meister Wolf, who had been so public in his support of the Legion, swept to victory and was declared mayor of the city.
Yes.
He credited you for his success. The people of Stonebridge deeply respected your decision to hand over the dapper old gent to the city authorities.
These are all the decisions we made through the story.
The Guild of Ironmongers became more profitable than ever, thanks to the harsh terms of servitude imposed upon the Cyclops workers.
Thank you, that one's mine.
By all accounts, Meister Chancel became the richest man in the city, but he did not forget his debt to us. His guild donated fine suits of armor, blades, and guns to the Legion, enough to equip an army when we finally replenish our ranks. After many months of confinement, the dapper old gent was sent to the gallows and hanged. His body was supposed to be returned to the Legion, but it vanished on the following night.
Good, another criminal dead.
No one has been able to find the gent's remains. It seems he is destined to remain a mystery in death, just as he was in life. With the reopening of the Heroes Crypt, pilgrims returned to the Rukkenvahl, and merchants followed.
This is only if you do the side quest.
Just as Lazar Basili feared. But thanks to the trade from the south, the people of Ravensrill stayed warm and fed. When spring came, many more pilgrims arrived, and the town of Ravensrill grew wealthy again. Lazar and his people built a new stone wall around the town, and reclaimed their abandoned houses and farmsteads from the forest. It is a happy change of fortune for a long-suffering town. Queen Rosalind abandoned Glitterdelve, embarking on a tour of all the cities and towns of the West, meeting as many of her subjects as she could. The Queen showed all the energy of youth, and I think she fully expects to reunite the country in a matter of months, not years. Reality may not be so kind, as Lord Devonsey has tried to make her understand. In truth, the future of this country depends more upon what we decide.
Of course, the Legion.
She doesn't have the Legion behind her. The Queen is only a single voice,
That's called balance.
Rajani and her sisters returned to Stonebridge, quietly and carefully disguised. Jeyne Kassynder's defeat affected them deeply, though not in the way I expected. Their devotion to Jeyne was replaced by a deep admiration for your companion, Anjali.
That was unexpected.
I think they saw in Anjali the leader they should have followed all along, and they have lately expressed a desire to join our ranks. I maintain my suspicion of any Archon who once followed Jeyne, but I believe that redemption is not impossible, even for them. As for the Legion, the rest of our story is yet to be told. We have a nation to reforge, a fellowship to rebuild, and old enemies who would see us destroyed.
Damn, this is so sad.
Questions to decide. Who will assume true power in Ebb if the nation is restored? And who will take the mantle of Grand Master? But these matters I leave for another chronicle,
This is so sad.
another time.
This is DungeonSiege 4.
Know that you will not face the future alone. The Legion will stand by you, always.
That is DungeonSiege 4 right there, people. Well, there you have it. What a game. There you have it. What a game. So, basically, they were sure, they were so sure that the game would be successful and that they would be able to make DungeonSiege 4 a reality. That last section, that last part of the ending is so sad. Not because of the game itself, because the story is kind of like perfectly ended. But the fact that they could have gone for DungeonSiege, they were expecting to go for that, to develop DungeonSiege 4, to go ahead and develop DungeonSiege 4. Damn it, that's the sad part of this. As for the game, we'll do the final analysis next time, because it's been almost 3 hours, and my analysis will probably take First People House Design Racks. Oh, pretty good, the concept art. But we'll do the final analysis next time, because it will probably take me an hour and a half plus almost 3 hours now. It's gonna be way too much. So we'll do the final analysis next time, guys. So far, first impressions, I was way too OP. I think I did. I beat all of the final bosses first try. Yes, not even. I think I didn't get killed even a single time. I was way too OP by then. So I would say that the DLC boss is probably the most difficult out of all of the game, on par with Rajani at the beginning of it. Things that I want to mention are, to highlight as my first impressions, enemy variety could have been better. Enemy variety was a huge hit. There's an insane amount of recycling enemies in this game. I wasn't expecting to fight Cyclopses in the end, and the same Archons over and over again. Even the Devas that we saw at the ending, where we faced a boss like that one in the DLC. So a lot of enemy recycling. That's a negative point. Positive points: the art style of the game and everything is top notch, amazing. The game has a lot of personality in terms of world building. The gameplay mechanics, I can confirm as a preemptive part of my analysis that the controls aren't bad. I've explained this during the gameplay. They just have a steeper learning curve because you cannot inherit your experience from playing previous isometric action RPG games like Titan Quest, like Torchlight, like Diablo. Generally we kind of like inherit gameplay mechanics from previous isometric action RPGs, from previous games that belong to the same genre. Kind of like if you play Diablo, you can play Titan Quest and it will be almost the same except for some specific details. So yeah, pretty much, except for the fact that, for example, in Titan Quest you can go over the limit of the skill tree, and in Diablo you can't. Except for those subtle and small details, generally you inherit the knowledge you have from playing previous isometric action RPG games, previous RTS games, previous games that belong to the same genre. In the case of DungeonSiege 3, the controls, and the combat gameplay mechanics, you cannot inherit them from previous games. You cannot use your knowledge from previous games, and that creates the sensation, the feeling to the player that the controls are flawed. They are not flawed because by the time I reached mid-game and also end-game, you could see that I could perfectly direct all of my actions. I could land my attacks exactly where I wanted them to be. So, objectively and metaphysically speaking, the controls aren't flawed. They have a steeper learning curve because of what I just explained. You cannot use your prior experience with other isometric action RPG games. As for the rest, as I've said, there's a huge flaw in enemy variety. There should be much more, but it's not a critical flaw. The game is enjoyable anyways. And all of the issues that I've noticed are all related to the same. The game needed probably more budget and more development time. If that would have been the case, we would be talking. Had that been the case, we would be talking right now. If that were the case, we would be talking right now of a pretty amazing game. And yeah, the shortcomings are the overall replayability, because I assume we cannot replay right now if I load my last checkpoint. Enemy recycling, there's a total lack of enemy variety. But as for the rest, we hit level 35 almost at the end, so if you don't do all of the side quests, you'll probably never hit the level cap. So yeah, pretty much. The characters, impeccable. The lore and the world building, impeccable. I think it clearly shows that they had Chris Taylor, the creator of the whole franchise, as a consultant. That in that sense, Obsidian was faithful to they wanted to be faithful to the original experience. I love how many references this game made to the first game, because it added a lot of cohesion to the overall world building, and I think that would have never been a reality without having Chris Taylor as a consultant. While he wasn't directly involved in this game, he was the creative consultant. So that was an amazing decision, a perfect decision by. Hey there, High Priest Molokai, Dave V. Mitchell. So he voiced that one. Pretty good voice acting there, and the best boss in the game, that's for sure. Okay. So yeah, pretty much. There you can see. Special thanks, Chris Taylor and everyone at Gas Powered Games. See how Obsidian involved them in the creation of the game. Exploited coffee farmers of South America. Personal thanks to exploited coffee farm. Because they must have drank a lot of coffee making the game. Every single person in New Zealand. All the thanks. So good. They don't. They include the babies. They usually, yeah, they're the DungeonSiege 3 babies. If you pay attention to the credits in games, this is something that is not common in movies or those. They always include babies in video games, kind of like all of the babies that were born during the development of the game. There are some games that have kind of like a huge list of babies born, that were born. Sorry. During the development of the games. That's a detail that the gaming industry, in that sense, I think it's pretty a pretty amazing detail. All right, we'll get to the final analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Next time. There's no once we do something. No, we'll get straight to the final analysis next time. It'll probably take me 2 hours. You know that my analyses are pretty long, and I want to explore every detail of the game. I want to talk about that. So we'll do the final analysis, and be sure to stay tuned because I have many more surprises to share with all of you. Many more games that we have to explore. Once again, the flame never dies. Exploring all of these forgotten gems. So thanks to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Pretty amazing game. I like the ending. It was a bit abrupt. I think it was to all Square Enix staff and all fans of DungeonSiege. Thank you. That's us right here streaming the game, and all of you watching this as a YouTube VOD. So yeah, they are thanking you people, pretty much. Compliance testers, quality assurance testers. Okay. And yeah, pretty much. I have several options for the next game that we're gonna play. I have several options. First, I think we'll stream a pretty short game that I wanted to stream once, and I couldn't, and now I think I'll be able to do so. So, yep, pretty much. We'll see about that one, and then we'll get to the next long game like this one that we'll explore. This one was pretty long, I must say. Let's say 24 hours exactly. Wanted Dapper Old Gent reward. Exactly 24 hours, if I had to say, because when I said 23, it was 2 hours, so exactly 1 day. I don't think you can finish it in 1 day. Anyways, if you kind of like play it kind of like from beginning. Hey, that's us. Italy, Spain. That's me. That's me, not us. That's me. I know that most of you watch me from English-speaking countries. That's us there. That's me. Okay. I think this is pretty much it. Okay. A lot of people worked in this game, that's for sure. Alright. Yeah. What do you think, people? If you are watching this as a YouTube VOD, leave in a comment down below what you think about this. If you've been watching the series. If you've been watching the series, leave me in a comment down below what you think about the game. I think that the difficulty got a bit unbalanced or in the end, but well, they probably made it so they ensured that everyone would finish the game. But well, in that sense, Avencast Rise of the Mage had a much better balance in the end, if I had to make a direct comparison. In that final boss fight, and also Shadows Awakening. Shadows Awakening also, the final boss is pretty good. Pretty good. I would say that Shadows Awakening was an oddity in that sense. I awarded both of those a 10 out of 10. So there we go. Though this one had better graphics, we must accept that. This one had a better presentation, that's for sure. Facial animations, they use facial animations. Look at that. Pretty good. And now, yes, it's the end. Exactly 2 hours 56. So incredible. Let's see. And we're back to the menu, right? Yep. Tell me, what happens if I do this? Where will it take me? Ah, you can go up against the boss. You go up against the boss. Right away. And can you still load? And you can load your previous save files. Perfect. Alright, so that's it. Nothing else to do. 100%. Whew. Incredible. Well, now I need to charge this joystick. My joystick takes exactly 4 hours to charge, so it's 8 o'clock. Let's say 8 o'clock. Let's turn it off. Let's disconnect the Bluetooth. So exactly 4 hours. It'll take exactly 4 hours. 8 o'clock. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure sharing this final afternoon of Dungeon Siege 3 with all of you. Incredible ending for an incredible game. We'll do the final analysis next time. It'll probably take me 2 hours. For those of you who may want to join me, we'll do it next time on Tuesday. We'll do the final analysis, and then we'll continue showcasing many more games that I have already planned to showcase for all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. Exactly 3 hours almost. See you all next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the ending. I don't think the choices affect a lot, but doing the side quests, it does. It probably affects the ending, but not much else. And the sad part in all of this is that at the end, in the ending of both the DLC and this game, we can see that DungeonSiege 4 was clearly planned, and it never happened. So that's actually the sad ending of this story. Ladies and gentlemen, see you all on Tuesday. And be sure to stay tuned because we will continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems. See you all next time, people. Have a blast and a great weekend. See you all on Tuesday, exactly. Have a great weekend. Bye bye. It was great sharing the ending with all of you.